In this video, I'm going to be trying the Chaos Unleashed campaign, which adds a ton of new modded levels to the game that are a lot more challenging and difficult than the vanilla ones. And before the video starts, make sure to give the creators some love. So before we start, we have to make our own custom character. And here's the finished fit. You know, I think we're looking pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. The gold skull mace actually matches pretty well. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into the actual campaign. Okay, so it looks like the first level has some Eskimos and stove faces, so pretty much just like Snowy World. And I guess we got, okay, just more Eskimos and stove faces. I think these guys seem faster than usual. The stove faces, maybe not so much. Or I guess they're a little bit quicker. But overall, these guys are pretty easy to take care of. Ooh, a gem. Wait, let me go get that. Oh, okay, finally, some new enemies. Okay, so these guys are a lot quicker than the other enemies, but luckily they're not too hard to take out. Okay, I said that just as I got bombed in the face. I kind of feel bad, we're just killing all the villagers for no reason. I mean, well, actually I do have a reason. They kind of just started jumping me for no reason, but still, you know, they just live here. They're probably just trying to defend themselves. Ooh, free health potion. Wait, did I not just pick it up? Okay, it's fine. I already have 5 anyways, so, you know, I don't even need it. Okay, now it's time for the next level. And we got some more ice guys. And I guess that was the whole level? Maybe? Okay, maybe not. Yeah, I don't know how that would be the entire level, just like one short fight. Thank you, buddy. Okay, I think this should be the end of the level. Maybe? Of course not. Okay. At least these guys aren't too hard to take out. Although the stove faces are kind of annoying to juggle. By kind of annoying, I mean really annoying. Okay, we got an actual boss fight. It's the Ice King. Okay, I see you. My god, I should have brought Yeti with me so I didn't have to get frozen. Okay, his health is actually getting pretty low, so we should be okay. Considering I have like 5 potions, or 4, I think. I actually forgot. Okay, I guess 3. And there we go. That is the Ice King defeated. And he just drops a NG gold sword, so I'll stay with my gold skull mace. And it looks like this game is kind of progressing from Snowy World since, you know, we just entered Snowy World and now we're doing Full Moon pretty much. Like the revamped version. I'm surprised there's no falling boulders, since, you know, that's Full Moon's main feature. But anyways, looks like we got some beefy necromancers to take care of. And here we go, we actually got all 5 potions back. And it seems like these guys are actually medium juggles now, which is a lot better. Or maybe even light juggles, I can't really tell right now. Okay, we also got a beefy conehead now. There he is. And yeah, I always wondered if these guys would actually be a team, since the stove faces and coneheads look pretty similar. And also same with the necromancer. Okay, these guys are kind of insanely fast. By kind of, I mean like they are insanely fast. Oh god. And that's all of them, I think? Maybe one more wave? Okay, apparently not. And we got some more speedy guys. But it shouldn't be a problem since, you know, I got magic jump and all that good stuff. And also there's no beefy necromancers anymore. Okay, we got some open face Grey Knights. Okay, it looks like we're kind of in the barracks again. Wait, no, this is definitely outside the castle. What am I even talking about? Because we're fighting the knights and stuff, you know? Oh, okay, it looks like we're... Oh my god, that is a ton of Grey Knights. Somebody's on our side. I can't tell who's fighting for me and who's not. Oh no, okay, so the regular elemental knights are on our side. And the big beefy guy. So I appreciate the help. But okay, it looks like they're all dead. So that didn't last very long. But you know, it's the thought that counts. Okay, this guy's just chilling on like a piece of wood, so, you know, I guess I'll just let him be. And it's time to go in the castle. Okay, so it looks like we're fighting an open-faced Green Knight, which we saw earlier in like the character select thingy. So I'm assuming we're gonna have to fight the blue, orange, and red ones as well. And as I finish killing these knights, most of you guys that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So if you're enjoying this one so far, consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind. Okay, so now we're in the outside portion. Okay, I really like the destroyed ice castle in the distance. We actually got some barbarians in the action. Okay, I didn't expect to see those guys in the mix. Oh god, the barbarians are coming back. And I like how these guys can do the ninja front flip. I wish that was in the game, at least in like the vanilla version, you know? Because come on, Castle Crashers, we are in desperate need of a ninja rework. This guy's a bit of a beefier version of the open face Grey Knights. He also has the brute body, which is pretty cool. These guys definitely are a little heftier than the other guys, since I can't really juggle them. Oh yeah, this is peak gameplay. And now we're in the actual part of the castle that is probably gonna have the boss, if there is a boss. Oh, and that isn't the boss, but he's definitely a big boy. Here we go, here's the final boss. And it doesn't look like he takes any damage from my elemental attack, so I guess I just have to do this old-fashioned way. Slice him and dice him a little bit. And there we go. Okay, now we're truly in the barracks, so I'm expecting a lot of barbarians. Possibly some thieves, maybe? Some of these guys are using blacksmith magic, which... Okay, hold on, let me finish this guy. Okay, I'm not gonna say finish him off like I usually do because I'm getting a lot of comments commenting on how it sounds kind of weird, and yeah, thinking back on it, it sounds really weird. Good lord, look at this poor guy. Okay, I'm not 100% sure, but I think he's dead. I'm actually surprised on how fast the barbarians are. I kind of expected them to be slow, kind of hard-hitting guys, but I guess they're actually pretty light on their feet. Okay, we got the war machine coming in. And there we go, we kind of just destroyed it in like 1 second. Okay, that is a pretty big chunk of beefy guys. Looks like we got 4 beefy and 4 regular barbarians. I'm going to try to use my bombs on these guys since they're so fast. And I'm a teeny bit scared of this big guy that's just running all across the screen. Okay, how are you the biggest in the room but you don't even want to fight me? I'm literally just a skull with a yellow body. I mean, actually I do look pretty cool, so I wouldn't want to fight me either, to be fair. Oh, Jesus, that is a huge guy. And also, he's kind of quick, so I'm just going to use my bombs, I guess. Because I feel like he won't have a ton of health. Alright, that was a little anticlimactic. Okay, this guy's only move is Hulk Smash. Okay, here's the real big boy. And as you can see, he actually has a boss health bar. And I'll take out these little guys first since they just make it a little more annoying. And there we go. That's like the first time in ages that I've used the bow and arrow. So now we're in the Thieves' Forest. And all these thieves, you know, it looks like they're actually camouflaged a little better since they got some like shrubs on their face. So it looks like we're going to be fighting a lot of snakies, thieves, and brutes. And I'm sure we're going to see some trolls at some point. Okay, what is the owl doing here? I do not like the owl because all he does is make a long cutscene that I do not care for. And also you can't skip it, so that makes it worse. Okay, is that a... Wait, I can break this guy out. Come on, let me help you out, man. Guess I can't save this open face knight. Yeah, it's not really my problem anymore, so I guess I'll just leave. Oh my god, of course we got the whole gang here. Okay guys, why don't we just talk this out, you know, get some coffee and cookies and just get a nice conversation going. And I'm assuming this is the thing that like summoned the knights, I think. Anyways, we got some more thieves and we actually got a beefy for once, but they shouldn't be too big of a problem. Okay, can you stop backing up? Okay, wait, why did you shoot that way? There was nobody there. Alright, now we actually got some brutes to fight. Which is kind of annoying since they're all heavy juggles, I think. Unless they got changed for some reason, but it looks like they're all heavy juggles. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bomb drive-by on these guys. Or I guess this guy. Jesus, he hit me like 100 times in 1 second. Okay, this is a very optimal strat right here. Not really sure what he's gonna do against this, but I guess this is how I'm gonna kill him. Oh my god, you guys did not know how long that just took me. Okay, so it looks like we got some dead guys. Jesus, that is loud. But anyways, I was gonna say we have some dead guys here, but I guess we're gonna have to fight some actual dead guys. Get it? Because they're skeletons. Okay, what am I even saying? So I guess in this level, we're gonna be fighting a bunch of skeletons. To be fair, this level is called something like Necromancer Ruins, so yeah, you know, skeletons, necromancer, they're all in the same boat here. And also, these guys are moving like 3 times as fast as I am, which is a little annoying for me. And also, I'm only level 100, so yeah, it's gonna be pretty difficult. Ooh, okay, look at this guy. These guys got some nice capes. Or capes? They're like banners, I guess. Okay, they just, died. Well, I don't really need any of these potions, but I do appreciate the offer. Okay, here's where we're probably going to encounter the Necromancer. Okay, this arena actually looks a lot nicer since there's less dead people on the floor, so I can actually see where the enemies are. And also the reason there's like thieves, brutes, and snakies on the floor is because those are the people that are like in the forest. And yeah, I guess the Necromancer is kind of a mean guy and he's just killing everybody, which is pretty typical since he's a Necromancer. But anyways, I think we're going to fight him at some point in this level. I'm sure of it. But first, we're going to have to fight a bunch of waves. And a good thing about having all these enemies is that each one drops a piece of fruit, so I pretty much won't have to use any potions. This Necromancer arena is insanely big, like, I bet there's gonna be at least like 5 or 6 waves. Okay, I like how everyone has like cool weapons except 2 of these guys just have a literal wiener. Now we got some industrialists, and here we go, it's the first beefy brute of the level. Okay, I appreciate the potions, but again, you know, we're kind of chilling. But I guess we're not gonna fight the Necromancer. Okay, just forget everything that I just said. And it's kind of strange fighting this guy so early since we're not even halfway done with the campaign. But to be fair, our first boss was the Ice King, and he was actually pretty difficult. Okay, now we're actually fighting the Necromancer. And I'm assuming he's going to be more difficult than usual since he's actually really easy in vanilla Castle Crashers. But to be honest, it still seems like he's not that hard. Okay, now that he's low, he's not letting me hit him anymore, so I guess I'm just going to use my magic. And one more hit. Okay, if I could actually hit him. And there we go. Ooh, okay, we got some rainbow ninjas here. So pretty much just the starting knights, but instead of knights, they're ninjas. And here we go. Now we got some... Okay, there's a ton of things going on right now. Okay, so usually I would let them sleep. Okay, but he's just gonna wake up anyways. You know, if these guys can sleep through this, I'm just gonna let him sleep, you know. Okay, unless his friend's gonna throw me into him. Listen, Red Ninja, I didn't even want this to happen. Your green friend literally pushed me into you, so I don't know what you want me to do here. Here we got a beefy guy. I think we had a beefy guy earlier, but this is like a regular ninja, and the other beefy was like a green ninja. But I'm sure there's gonna be some sort of ninja boss at the end of this level. Okay, so I guess we're going on a dock. And, okay, I just feel bad for these poor guys. Look at them. Actually, they're kind of killing me right now, so I don't know who I should feel bad for. Gave me a weapon. Okay, I do not want your wooden spoon, man. You can keep it. Okay, these guys are so annoying. They don't do much damage, but they keep knocking me out of the air, so I can't actually juggle them. And I guess this is going to be the end of the level since there's only water past the dock. And it looks like we're probably going to be headed on that boat. And there we go. That was probably the shortest level in the whole campaign. And just look at the sky on this level. Absolutely majestic for this ugly looking town. No offense, Saracens. Okay, did these guys like only use magic? Is that the only thing they can do? Because if it is, this is going to be a long level. Alright, was that really necessary? I killed that guy just from hitting the Y button. That was kind of crazy. Okay, how many scarabs are there in this one level? I think there's like 4 or 5 on the screen at one time. Okay, is there a beefy guy on the other side of the screen? Look at him, he's like stuck. He didn't even have a chance. He was just sitting there and getting killed by me. He did drop a potion though, so I do respect him. Ooh, okay, we got some boxes I can break. Okay, I think there are going to be potions, but now it's time to go in the actual castle. Ooh, and look at this level. This looks kind of creepy. And here we got some dead royal guards, I'm assuming. And of course we have more scarabs, because why wouldn't we? I think I just double crit that guy. That's kind of insane. I think the crit chance on this weapon is pretty high, but still. Actually, I know it's pretty high. It's like 4%. Ooh. Okay, I actually can't pick that money up. But now we got some mummies we're gonna fight. And look at these guys. We all got the same face. Okay, there we go. I was like, did the enemies just not show up or something? Okay, I think someone is stuck on part of the map, or I'm supposed to be on the other side. Okay, I'm just gonna reload the level and hopefully it gets fixed. And we're back. And yeah, I guess we got some dead knights on the wall. I guess they're not even dead knights, they're just like dead guys. You know, these guys could be anybody. So I think there's a boss fight coming up. And what do you know? Okay, I can just pretty much predict this entire game, I guess. Well, I guess this isn't a boss fight, but there definitely is going to be one at this level. And these guys seem a lot better than the other skeletons we were just fighting. So I guess I'll have to be a little more careful. Okay, where did this guy come from? And there we go, there's the boss fight. And is this going to be an extremely fast... Oh my lord. This guy might like arrow rain. I'm not sure. I wonder if I can juggle him. I think he's going to be too fast for me to actually get him. Maybe not. He might be like the necromancer where he just doesn't let you juggle him. And he doesn't take any bomb damage, so we're just going to have to kill him with our sword. And there we go. That was actually a lot easier than I thought. Ooh, we got some money too. Oh, and a new weapon. Now I gotta check out what stats this weapon has, because it looks pretty cool, so it's gotta be good. Okay, 5 strength and a crit chance. I bet the crit chance is pretty high, so I'll take it. And also we got some other weapons that I didn't even notice, so maybe I'll use them at some point. Okay, so it looks like we're in a nice little town. And I'm excited to finally try this new weapon out, since the creator of the mod said it has a 10% chance to inflict fire and has a 1% crit chance. And it also does give 5 strength. I think this is like the 3rd or 4th time that we fought peasants and civilians. And yeah, I guess I just kind of feel bad because, you know, they're not the strongest and I'm kind of just massacring all of their kind. I mean, just look at this poor little guy. How can you not feel bad for them? And now we got a beefy civilian to take out. Okay, just took like 3 bombs. Kind of underwhelming since he is like 10 times more jacked than everybody here. And I'm liking this weapon a lot more than the gold skull mace. Even though the crit chance is a lot lower. Okay, I did not want your pitchfork. But anyways, I was gonna say that even though the crit chance is a lot lower, the 10% fire chance is really helpful. Wait, can I actually ride this guy? Okay, I guess not. And to be clear, I was talking about the horse and not the dude next to him. Wait, is this guy using industrialist magic? Wait, how'd you even learn how to do that? Aren't you guys just supposed to use arrows and knives? Well, I guess someone is using fire magic as well. I didn't really notice that. I kind of just thought it was my sword doing that, but I guess some of the civilians and peasants have their own unique abilities, which is pretty cool since it makes them different from each other. And I bet these guys are gonna have ice abilities since they have a blue banner. And there are the ice abilities. Now we got some fencers teaming up with the civilians and peasants. I did not expect to see them here. To be fair, some of the guys were using saw magic, so I guess maybe that's who they learned it from. And now we gotta go through this big gate. Well, doesn't this look nice and friendly? Okay, why? I know there's a bunch of dead dudes on the floor, but why is there a dead beekeeper? Like, what did he do to deserve this? Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on the screen. And I noticed that these fencers actually have a new attack, which is pretty cool. It's like they lunge at you with their sword, so they kind of like try to stab you, as opposed to just swinging it. Ooh, a potion. Oh wait, I think I have 5 already. Well, at least I can eat this pear. Alright, can we stop with the bombs? Like, seriously? Listen, I know I like the cone head, but when you guys are doing this, it's just like, you know, it's making me like you guys less and less. Even though you kind of are my profile picture and banner. I might as well drink this and get the extra health. Oh god, we got aliens here. This gotta be the most random rotations of knights ever. Like, we got aliens, beekeepers, fencers, coneheads, and we had some thieves earlier. Okay. I guess we're just gonna be in this little area for a while since they're just sending a bunch of enemies at us. I think this is like the 4th wave of enemies we've had just in this part alone. I mean, they are dropping potions, so I guess it's not a complete loss. Alright, man. Did you have to do that? Okay, how are you alive? I've hit you so many times. Okay, thank you. Oh, there's a beefy guy. Oh my. Alright guys, can we stop with the arrow rain? I mean, like, is that really necessary? Okay, this sword is kind of OP, I won't lie. Jesus, that scared me. I just got jumped by like 10 people. I was thinking the level was over too. Alright, that has to be the final. That's not the final wave? Am I doing something wrong? Am I playing this level wrong? Okay, there has to be something that I'm supposed to do. Like, there's no way there's just gonna be 10 waves of enemies, right? If this isn't the last wave, then I'm gonna look up how to do this level, cause... Alright, let me just make sure that there's not something that I missed. Okay, so apparently I'm just being a baby and I just have to kill a couple more waves of enemies. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, there we go. I guess that was the last wave after all. And now we got some more open-faced Grey Knights. Alright, so I guess these guys can use tornadoes now. Seriously, if a Grey Knight can learn how to tornado, then I should definitely be able to, right? So I guess these guys can use just about any type of magic there is, since this guy has fire magic and some of the other guys had poison magic. But yeah, it shouldn't really change how difficult these guys are to fight, since they don't do that much damage. I'm making a prediction right now that this level isn't going to have a boss fight at the end. I don't know why, but I just feel like that might be the case. The problem with these guys isn't their strength, it's just how fast they move. Sometimes they're just so hard to hit. And now it's time to go in the snow world. Okay, so I guess we are gonna have another boss fight. Since the last time we fought the Grey Knight boss, he had that same portrait on the wall. Do you mind if I have a bite, mister? Okay, I guess we're just not gonna be nice to Monk CC anymore. Okay, I just realized this is every single boss we've fought in this entire run. Okay, this is actually gonna be horrible. I low-key could die here. Oh no, I remember this thief took forever to kill. It took me like 10 minutes to kill him. I'm praying that he's not as strong as he was last time. Okay, I need to kill this giant guy. Like, he's not doing much, but he's taking up most of the screen. And there we go, that's the giant guy taken care of. Alright, man, can I just get up for once, please? Thank you. Oh my god, that took me so long. I was on the ground for like 30 seconds straight. Alright, I need to kill either the Ice King or the Thief because these guys are just juggling me and it's kind of making me mad because I can't even do anything. They just trap me on the ground and I can't get up. I think it's a really cool idea of having all the other bosses in one level since it kind of reminds me the pain and suffering I had to go through to get to this spot. Alright, so I accidentally trapped the Thief behind the Grey Knight in the hamburger. So first of all, pretty proud of that one. And second of all, that's going to make my life like 10 times easier. As long as he doesn't move. And I think he just moved. Okay, never mind, he's back. And now all we have to do, 1 second. Okay, never mind, I guess he's just gonna come fight me like usual. But I was gonna say I'm just gonna spam arrows at him, but last time that took a long time, so I'm just gonna man up and fight him. Ow, okay, maybe I'm going back to the arrows. Oh my god, I accidentally hit one of the bumpers on my controller. Okay, that didn't take as long as last time, at least. Ooh, cool weapon. Oh god, okay, we got some more enemies. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they put all of the regular bosses from Castle Crashers, like the vanilla ones, in like one big boss fight, since they did for the modded ones. And that's the end of the level. I guess not. Okay, this is definitely a boss fight. Yep, and of course it's the Grey Knight. Okay, this is a little underwhelming. And there we go. Okay, never mind. I guess that would be too easy if that was the final boss. I bet there's gonna be like 5 different phases of this guy that I'm gonna have to fight. Seems like he's not taking that much damage from my bombs, so I guess it's gonna be sword only. Oh, okay, that wasn't so bad. And that is the end of the Chaos Unleashed campaign. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.